Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to an episode of Let's Build a City. Today we're going to start construction on our, what are we going to call it? Base Camp Lodge? Is that what we're going to actually call this place? I think that's what we should call it. And I want to answer a question that I get surprisingly often of what do you build first? The roads or the buildings? And it sort of ties into the entire city as well. What do you build first? Do you build the houses and then build the roads around it? Or do you build the roads and then build the houses around it? Well, with the main city, I built all of the roads first, and then I built the houses around the roads. But then in places like this, I like to do it the other way around. And I like to build the building first, and you can make it as big or as small or as wide, and you can have like bits poking out and all that kind of stuff. And then you fit the road to go around the building. Now, on terms of a city, it's best to do it the other way around. Otherwise, if you build all the houses first and then you try and build the roads between it, you need to always make sure that you've got enough distance between buildings to be able to do a nice curve and the nice width and stuff. So it gives you a real headache. So definitely roads first for the city. And unless you're building a house like up here that needs to exactly line up with a junction over there or a junction down there or something like that, then you'd probably put those roads in, the minimum roads in first, and then you'd build the building and build everything else around it. But because this isn't going to join up anywhere, it's a sort of a closed circuit, if you like, we can build the building first, and we can do it however we like then. So, last episode we put this sort of layout of what we wanted to have up here, and I think the plan's a pretty strong plan. But I have made a slight, or I'm going to be making a slight adjustment to our plan, because I think I want this floor plan to be the sort of first floor. I want the lower one down to be slightly different. And I think we want to have something like, I think this building's big enough for us to get away with a 2x2 pillar like this. And the same over here. So we have this sort of under area before we get to the door. I could probably take those away now. How high do we want this part to be? Probably not crazy, and we need to make sure, like, I'm going to use stone for the detail, like the pillars and maybe some detail around windows and stuff, but we want the majority of the building to be made out of wood. It's a lodge. It's got to be wooden, at least in my mind. I might even do the old sort of crosshatch sort of thing on the edges of some of these. I think that could be quite nice. So we have that one there. We sort of have that going in there. You know what I mean? And then we have like that'll be like a balcony area on top. Might be a little bit fancy. We might even make the balcony area out of stone or something, like out of a glass, sorry, or something like a little glass edging on it. Okay, so I think maybe, because I never plan out these buildings before recording an episode, I think our best bet here is to build this floor plan that we've got, that our basic floor plan, and we build it solid now above here. Oops, I did need that. And then down below on the one where we done the rough one, the dotted sort of line, we can then do it how we like. We can then change it and still have the floor plan that we originally had. This comes all the way over here. I think I do really like the hatchings on the corner, the like cross on the corner, which is very neat. And we have this like all the way down here, and that one just tucks into the mountain there. We might sort of make a little bit of a gap between the building and the mountain there. I don't really like it when they sort of touch together. And this down here. Now, I don't know how many episodes this building's going to take. We're going to do sort of 2, maybe 3 episodes up here. And then we'll break away and we'll do something else for a little bit. And then we sort of come back, because it's a big building and I don't want to spend episodes upon episodes here doing the same thing. So, this part is going to be in line with that one. This part is going to come back now. I'm thinking something like this. Still going to do it dotted, because I don't really know. And this is going to be sort of like have a little bit of a roof on top, so we can sort of wait in the dry for a car to pick us up or something like that. And then probably this can all be in line as well. We should be relatively okay. It might only be this part that I want to drop back a little bit. But on this top floor now, and what block do I actually want to build it out of? I put spruce down there to indicate wood for the building, but what block do we actually want to make it out of? I think spruce might be a good shout. Spruce with oak accents, maybe a bit of masonry around that part, maybe even brick. If we could tie brick into the wood, that would be really cool. It's hard to use brick and wood together nicely. They don't tend to play well together, and I definitely want to do something about this. I don't like how it goes stone straight into the spruce there, but we'll think about that in a minute or in a bit at some point. Don't know when. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of trick that we can do to hide that. And I don't think I want a log going down there. Oh, mind you, that's a really good way to hide that up, isn't it? Hey, that solves that problem. Maybe we do. Maybe we do that. The spruce goes very well with the oak logs here. And then for the windows, I want to give an impression of a big lodge, like a big hotel here. And to do that, we're going to make the windows small. Look at that, the perfect number as well. If we keep the windows small, we get 4 windows in there. And it just gives an impression that the building's bigger than maybe it actually is. So let's do the same thing. Let's just speed this whole process up, shall we? To there. Set 5-1. That one. To that one. That one to that one. This is a lot quicker. There to there. That one. To that one. I'm only going to go... I'm going to go to here in line with that line there. Because this part, I would really like to try and then go into brick. We'll give it a go. It might not work, but we don't know until we try. Like that there, and then that goes down there like that. I sort of like how it folds down into the grass here. I like that. I like how it sort of drops away a little bit. We'll probably put dividers in, like oak logs going down on these long walls at some point. But for the moment, we're just going to put in sort of the minimal of what we need. Like the actual sort of corner parts. Okay, like this. So, let's get some windows in here. Let's see how close we are to being perfect. Okay, we're 1 block out. What's that? 3 on one side, 4 on the other. If I fill that back in, we could have a big window there. I don't really want to change the whole shape of the... What would I need to do? I'd need to either... I'd only need to remove 1 block. If I shrunk it by a block. Like if I went from there... Remember to get that edge 1. To... Get that edge 1. Nearly forgot about that one. And then... cut. Paste. So I just shoved it over by 1. Shouldn't have affected anything else. This should all still be right. Oh, it's dragged the grass. That's okay. It's the back of the building, so I'm not all that worried. Oh, and where the ground. Set grass. Did I spell grass right there? I did. I'm never worried about the back of the building. We can always tidy that up afterwards. And there. So now we've got the perfect windows in there. We should have the right amount of windows down on this side as well, because we've already done it on the front. Can't fit a window in there. There's no point. On the back here, I think I'm going to leave that solid. This is going to be sort of receptionist foyer area, so I probably don't want the windows going down on the back there. And then here, and it's probably going to be covered in trees anyway, so you're never going to see it. Let's see how close we are to being correct down here. We're bang on perfect. It's what I love to see. And then here, again, we should be correct again. Yeah, we are, because we've shrunk it, so that should match up with the other side. Excellent. So we've got a load of windows around there. See how big the building looks already? Because of all the windows. That's what really does it. So we can have these going up here, and that'll fill this part in here for our ground floor. We'll put the door in a minute. We'll figure out how big we want it to be. Do we do a double door? Do we do like a door there and a door there? That's not in line. Be a door there and a door there. Do something like... It's way too early to be thinking about like details around doors and stuff, but if we can just get a good idea in, I think a double door would be nice. I think a double door would be very nice. Get some logs going up in the corner here, just keeps it blended. That's fine there because it's not like flush. It's sort of the blocks changing on the corner, so I don't need one in there. And if I put one in there, I think it would look probably more weird having log into stone. So I'm pretty happy with that. This part here can be the spruce. And log in there. And log in here. I'm not sure if this is going to end up being right. No, so we're one block out on that. But if I'm one block out on this, I can't move that. I would have to move this out by a block. I think I can do that. I'd rather put the effort in early on to get the gaps and stuff right, instead of trying to fix it all later. So if we take that, and we take probably just that. If I take that one, I don't think it's going to matter. And then cut, paste. So that's made that now one block either side of the windows there. It's pulled this back, and I just add another one in there. Okay, I think it should be good everywhere now though. So let's try and get this part to be brick. If we just put the bricks down, get rid of this sword. I can't do nothing with that sword. Brick. Even if we keep this brick section just the one sort of story, just the ground floor, we don't go up another floor with this part, that might be the way that we do it to get it to look right. Set brick. And over here, I got my dog in my room with me. I don't usually have him in here because if he hears something, he'll bark because he's one of them barky dogs. But he's just had an operation. Bless him. He had an operation on his paw, and we need to keep a close eye on him, make sure he doesn't like lick the wound and anything like that. Okay, I need to... Oh no, that's perfect. Good. And then down here. So far, I sort of like the brick. And then over here. It's going to be really hard to tell how much I like... That's perfect. Absolutely bang on. How much I like the brick until we sort of get quite a lot further down through the process. But at the moment, the brick is sort of tying in nicely. It's almost like the lodge was the original bit, and then they've built like an extension onto it, like and modernized it and updated it. So I think we'll go with that. Okay, so then this story up here is going to have a balcony, and I think the balcony size is what we need to work out first. So we said that we were going to accent the spruce with oak whenever we could, and I think a nice wide 3-block balcony should be enough. I want it going down the edge that we've just done, and I want it going along the front, but I don't think we want it on the back. I think that might be a little bit too much, but we do this. Along here. I think we do it all the way though. I'm gonna just mass click like that, and the same in this middle area. Replace air with plank. Kaboomski. So that'll be the sort of balcony area, which then means we can have, I could probably still get the logs on there. Like the log would go up here, and the spruce would then be there. Goes 2 blocks wide just at the pillars. I think that's acceptable. So then this will be the sort of floor plan of the second floor. So we have this coming down here. It drops back in line above the oak here. But we don't go that far, do we? Because that's the brick part. We come along here, down there. If you get your player just the right height, like I can't go that way anymore. My legs are just below it, but I can still fly. So then it's easier to sort of just click really quickly and keep them correct. I say that as I get like 3 blocks wrong in a row. There. And down here. Yeah, okay, I like that. So this needs to go up the same height to keep the windows looking the same. So I go up to there. I think the easiest way is to click it and take the windows out afterwards. So we go there. Find the right one. That one. That one. This one. Okay. And then we'll put the logs in to keep the logs going up and throughout. I think we're keeping this the lodge theme of it quite well at the moment. See, that lines up perfectly with that. See, I might like continue the line through on some of them, like how these ones sort of continue from the floor below. We might continue that through. I don't know. I love this so far though. The roof is going to be a fun one to do as well. Perfect. Perfect. And then we'll just do these interior ones here. Oh, just that one. Because I don't think I want to bring that one out at all there. Okay, so there's the second floor. Now, the windows are going to be the same size, but the the same size, the same gap and everything. But they might not line up perfectly like the bottom floor we've got to, because we've got like the balcony which is taking up 3 blocks, and I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky on some of them, maybe we'll get unlucky on all of them. Okay, we got lucky on that one. I don't need one there. This is going to be the roof of this one, so we don't need to worry about that one. Over here we should be fine because it's the same sized wall as the floor below, so that should be alright. Along here should be fine as well. Oh no, we might be perfect. I was sort of accepting the fact in my head that we might not be able to get the windows to be perfectly lined up and stuff, but and so far. No, we don't need them on here anyway. That's the back of that area. And I can't get a perfect one in there. So I'll probably leave that one solid as well. And this is the last one. Yeah, we got unlucky with this one as well. So maybe we just do that and have 2 on either side. Oh, but we do need doorways in, which makes that absolutely perfect then. 2 windows either side of a door. I need to get some sort of door in here as well. Perfect if we done it with that. Man, this throws everything out though. It needs to be done, but it throws the whole lot out. See, that's now in line with the middle of there, which is sort of what you would want. But then this is all thrown out in comparison to that side. I knew that there would be a headache. Or we just don't have the door on the front and we just have the door on the side where it fits. Why make things harder than they need to be? Hey? Okay, let's have the logs of this balcony area. They're going to have to come up as well, because these are definitely going to be holding a part of the roof up that I've sort of got envisioned in my head. And We're probably going to need them definitely on this corner and here as well. I don't know if they're going to be that high. We might be able to drop them down a little bit. We'll keep them that high for the moment though. And that's already got that one in. Let's try and work out, what block are we going to use? Oh yeah, we were using snow, weren't we, for the roof? We were using snow for the roof and then blending in probably dark oak. Take some inspiration from the medieval city that we're doing as well at the same time as this series. And blend in some dark oak stairs and stuff. But most of it's going to be snow. I would like, though, an edging around it that isn't snow. Maybe that should be oak. Oak stairs. So let's say we done it on this level. Because you would have some sort of fence on there. That gives us a good vision now. I think that's the way to go. So I'm going to put this straight along here for the moment, but it's probably not going to stay that way. It's going to go like that, and it's going to come this way. It's going to come around this pillar. It's going to come down here. Yeah, if we do a solid edging of stairs with no snow on it or anything like that. See, and then I'm trying to think of where I want to stop. I'll stop there at the minute. Yeah, if we have a solid edging of stairs before we go into the snow, it's just going to sort of keep everything neat on the edge. I like a good line for the roof. Alright, and I'll just stop there for the minute because I don't know what I'm going to do from there. I would really like this part to have a triangle on the front, but it is a very wide area. And if we do a very wide, mind you, the roof's deep. Because I'm thinking if we do a very big triangle, it's going to look very odd. Like it would go up to about there, which does look crazy high. So the way to get around, there's two ways to get around that. Firstly, we just do it. Or secondly, we make a triangle. We keep this line in here, but we do another triangle, let's say starting there. So then the triangle goes up and down. I think we'll go with that. I'm trying to like envision in my head what it would look like. Maybe we bring it out by a block though. So we have this nice one block there. We have a nice one block around the edge here. Look, see? One block around the edge. And you might think, AJ, you've only removed 2 blocks off it though. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. It is only a block off that side and a block off that side. But that does reduce the height of the triangle by 2 blocks as well. Which might be the difference of it looking too big and looking just right. So we have it like that. Now if I back off, if I go over here, I don't think that looks grossly huge. But I think if we had it on the ones that we originally had, I think it would. I think it would look very, very big. Okay, so we get some spruce wood to go behind here. We could put a nice window in here. We could do a nice sign on there. Because I think we'd have... I don't think I'd put snow. Would I put snow on this part? Let's have a look. Maybe we do. So they're going to have to be snow blocks. We're going to have to go up in full blocks, which will end up being the same height as if we used stairs. I think it's going to look really cool. It's going to look very like a winter wonderland. I do like that. I do like that. I'm really interested to see... I might change that up for a slab. The reason why is so... I could probably take that one away as well. Is so we don't end up with... that drop. See that sort of drop in there? It looks a little bit weird. If we just take that and we put a slab there, it keeps it above it. And it has a nice little fleck on the side of it. Okay, let's get the line all the way around the building then. And then we can start doing the roof. So we have these going around here. Oh, maybe we can't start doing the roof there. I think we're pretty short on time. Potentially. We've done an awful lot today, so we must be 27 minutes into the episode or something like that. I don't have a timer, so if I'm right there, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Around there. Let's just join this all up, and then next episode we can start doing that. Wow, what a load of progress. I think that's really cool though. I think already the shape's looking cool, so it gives us a really good start. We might even have the room to put like some windows in the top here and stuff to give it like a fake third story. But yeah, I like that. If you guys liked it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe, and we shall see you in the next episode. Bye!